Hello everybody, here in Asatia, also known as Crystal Health Goddess. I wanted to do this video as a follow-up video from the video that I posted a couple of weeks ago that is called Undeniable Test on how Shungite can block EMFs. Now, I did that video because I truly believe in the magnificent healing benefits of Shungite, whether it is to make water with it and take it internally, whether it is to use it for healing, whether it is to help reduce with EMFs, because I believe it has the ability to do so. I also believe that there is a lot more tests and studies that it needs to be done on Shungite. I believe so. But in that video I created with all of the best intentions. That's the honest truth. Now, some people has comment on the video or have contacted me and saying, look Anna, you seem like a super honest person. I believe your intentions is good, but this video is not really accurate because the reason why the meter goes down to 0 is not because of the Shungite is blocking the EMFs, but because your hand is in the middle and is blocking, so that's why those results. But it's kind of like misleading. Now I want you to know something about me. If I'm wrong, if I don't have full understanding of something, and someone makes me see that, I'm always going to validate those comments and I'm always going to look into it, because like I told you in all of my videos, I'm not an expert or a scientific, know-it-all kind of person. I am like you, okay? I have been working and using Shungite for many years now. But when it comes, to using it, making tests, it's something that I have started to do it recently, to be honest with you. I have done a lot of tests with my chiropractor in the lab with the Elite Energy Shungite for making water and taking internally. I use it for healing. I always wear it. I have stones with me. I have it all over the house. I use it for my plants, which I absolutely love it. So I think there is something seriously magical about Shungite, and a lot more studies are needed. But in that video, maybe I jump into conclusions too fast, and I acknowledge that. And if I mislead or misguided anybody, I apologize, because that's not my intention. And I have no problem whatsoever in acknowledge when I'm wrong, or when somebody called me on something and letting me know, Anna, that's not really accurate. You might want to look into it. Some people even send me some links, and I did look at those links, and these are videos that basically, say, decoding or kind of like explaining, how these videos and people do, and then they put that piece of Shungite, they are inaccurate. And, some people are scammers and blah, blah, whatever. That is the very last thing I will ever want anybody to think of me or to call me, because I'm definitely not. And I actually just love to share my passion for crystals with you guys, show you what I know, share information. But there is an important point in those comments, and when I look into it, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And I look some of the links that they sent me, these videos and I talking to you about. And then I saw these other videos too, right? This is one video, for example, where this woman is testing with the meter a microwave, and is putting a piece of Shungite in between with a hand. And it's kind of like hilarious, because the microwave is not even on. I mean, it's like if I'm doing the test and I don't even turn on the printer. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And then people are commenting, of course. You know, there are these people that they never answer to comments. They just leave the video there, you know, whatever. That's not me. As you can see, I answer most of your comments, if not all. Sometimes, you know, I might like miss a comment. But I try to answer, you know, all of the comments. I validate the comments. Like recently, I think it was today, this guy, you know, who say like LOL, that's happening because you put in your hands, whatever. And I responded in the comment and I said, you know what, there is truth in what you're saying, and I'm going to make a new video to update this one. And that's why I'm making this video, because I want to correct myself from the past video, because the things that people say, they were right. And then I did the test myself and I did what the people told me. Why don't you do it with your hand, and you will see how is your hand the one that was blocking, you know, the meter. And at the same time, because you know our bodies are great conductors as well, then it did block, so it was your hand. And they say, why don't you do it with your hand and see how it works? So I say, okay, I'm going to do that. And that's what I'm going to do today on this video. I am going to come closer. Obviously I cannot hold the camera, the meter, you know, the Shungite. So I'm gonna try to put the camera in a way that you can see what I'm going to do. And I'm gonna do the test like you guys told me, do it without your hand and see if it's any difference. So I am going to do that test because it definitely makes a difference. Don't put your hand, don't, obviously. And thank you for letting me know, guys, because I'm learning just like you are. And yeah, that was inaccurate, and I'm sorry about that. I really do. That's why I'm making this video, to make it right, to correct the wrong and make it right, because I think that's what people should do. And when some of these people who leave those videos and are wrong, and they don't even respond comments, whatever, well, if you call them scammers or you're liars or whatever, and then they don't correct, you know, their mistakes, then you might be right, that's what they are. But definitely I don't want to be one of those people at all. I don't want my channel to become even close to anything like that. So if I do something wrong, I'm gonna correct it. So I'm gonna do this test. I'm gonna come with the camera and let's see what happens, okay? All right, guys, let's go on to this. Okay, guys, so here we are. I'm sorry if it's not really good, the camera, but let's just go into. So, okay, I'm gonna turn it on. And, you know, as you can see, like in the previous video, you know, it's going 100, keep going up, keep going up. So on my other video, what I did is I took a pendant and I came with it and I put it in between. And of course, you see the meter went to basically 0 to nothing. And then I did what you guys saying. I was like, okay, well, let me see, you know, what are they saying? So if I put my hand in between, of course, immediately it's gonna go to 0, right? And as soon as I remove it, there you go. So if I put one finger, there you go, the same thing. So, okay, based on that, my hand could be a tool to remove or block EMFs, right? So you guys have a good point. Thank you for letting me know, because it was inaccurate what I was saying. So then what I decided to do is what you guys told me. Why don't you do the same test but without putting your hand? So what I'm gonna do is with the pendant, this is the same pendant that I do the other time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in between, and immediately you see how the numbers kind of go down, and I'm going to like just move it back and forth. So it's not saying, oh, well, you know, that's because it's in between. So if this will be avoiding for the machine, for the meter, the detector to read, then it will go all the way down to 0. Like if I put the finger, right, it will go immediately down to 0 because it's something is blocking the reader. Well, when we go 800, going up to 900, and then when I put the Shungite by itself, I mean, of course, still is reading. There is still some, you see, 300, 200, but it's definitely less, 100 something, and it's only the pendant. It's not my hand, it's not nothing. If I completely remove it, 800, if I just put the Shungite, immediately it's go down. If I move the pendant back and forth, so it's not like, you know, it's totally obstructing for the machine to read, right? So as you can see, without my hand, I still believe that Shungite really is an amazing mineral that can help us. I really do. And I mean, look at this. And it's on my hand, and it's not blocking it, because if not, it will not read anything at all. It still is reading, but it is much lower, right? Okay, I'm back. So based on that, to me, I still believe that Shungite can help reduce EMFs. I still believe so. I think that based on this last test, as you can see, like me, it's not because my hand was in the middle, it's not because it was blocking the ability for the meter to read by blocking, because if the Shungite pendant by itself, my hand was no way in air, if the Shungite pendant by itself will have also act as something to block the ability to read, then it wouldn't have just lowered the number of the reading, it will just have completely going in zero, like when you put your finger, right, or when you cover this. So I just wanted to do this test very quickly to correct the previous video, because you guys make me aware of something that you were absolutely right. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna correct myself, because my intention by no means is to mislead anybody. That is not me at all. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna own it, and I'm gonna take responsibility for that. I don't care what other people on YouTube does, but that's what I'm going to do, and I'm gonna let you know, guys. So I welcome you comments again. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna keep doing tests. I welcome people who is more professional, engineers, people, scientifics, people who might have the ability, laboratories or connections. Let's work together. Let's make more tests. I will provide you with the Shungite if you want to do the test. Then you share the results with me, so then we can put that on a video and share it with people. Whether it's be to the test to show that absolutely yes, there is something to it, or there is not. Because at the end of the day, myself at least, and I have been drinking Shungite water for years now, and I absolutely love it. See the difference, notice the difference. I have so many people who contact me and tell me the same thing. I take bath with Shungite, and I put Shungite, and I just stay, in the bath with Shungite. So I believe in Shungite. I absolutely believe in Shungite. But there needs to be more tests? Absolutely. There needs to be more scientific studies or ways to prove more consistently or more strongly that what the abilities that Shungite might have not when it comes to block, reduce, change the direction of the frequency, right? Because that's what they say too. It's not that it blocks or absorbs the radiation, is that it changes the direction, because they say radiation going clockwise, so it changes the, it's so much into it, and I don't want to get into this video because I don't want it goes too long, guys. I just wanted to correct my past video. Basically, that's all I wanted to do, and I wanted to do that very quick test, and you guys told me to do and show you, and that's what I did. So I'm gonna keep making more videos. I promise to share with you what I find, Once again, if I mislead anybody with my previous videos, I apologize. I'm not going to remove that video. I'm going to put this video right after that other so people can see it, and also I'm going to update the comments because I believe it's important. It will be easy for me to delete it and boom, that's it. But how will I take responsibility for myself, for my actions, if I do that? Rather than come forward, you know, in front of you and say, you know, guys, you were right. That was inconsistent test. That was not an accurate test. It definitely can be misleading. That's not what I want to do. So I'm going to correct myself. But I want to leave it there and then put this video so you can see where I'm coming from now. Because if I remove the other video, then this video is going to be senseless. Like, so where is this video coming from? What is she talking about? So I'm going to leave that video there because if I make a mistake, I want to own it. I want to take responsibility for it. Because once again, my intention is to educate and share information. By no means, I will never want to mislead anybody, much less scam anybody, for God's sake. That is definitely not my intention or the person that I am. So put your comments. I hope this clarified a little bit. I'm gonna keep doing more videos. I welcome your comments. And thank you so much again for watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for making me aware of that so I can correct myself. I really appreciate that, guys. I really do. And I see you in the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Namaste.